Hi! Oh my gosh. Welcome back to another quick mini read, okay? Um, I for sure have been led to I apologize for my hiatus. I'm going to start posting more videos for you guys. I know that's what I need to do for sure, and I do apologize for the wait. But without further ado, I want to tell a quick story, what's going on with me lately, and then I want to pull some cards, what the universe wants you to know. All right. So, you know what? Let's do this. So, as normal, I'm also going to be back with some Blue Twin Flame videos as well. I advise you to go check those out if you're led to. But I just want to talk about, believing in a higher power. I like to say E, all the above. You can fill A through D with whatever you want, okay? So, whether it's the Most High, God, the universe, Mother Nature, Gaia, it doesn't matter. I just like to say E, all the above, because it's all encompassing. So, but with me saying that, I just want to talk about, following their higher power, and walking with that. So, what's been going on with me lately? Okay, so a few days ago, I was on Facebook and I'm watching this video of a guy that's like trying to give away a car. Okay, I'm going to like talk and do these cards. He's giving away a car. He's on a college campus just trying to find someone to give a car to, but no one's really like trusting him because they think it's a scam, but he's like legitimately trying to just give away this car. And I'm on there like, I wish somebody would give me a car. Like when I was in college, nobody was handing out cars, barely get free food, let alone a car. And something just said, you don't have a license, so what are you going to do with a car? And you know what? I don't have a car, but I have a bike. And I'm appreciative of that bike, okay? And a few days ago, I was looking down at that bike, and my back tire is balding. Like, I'm riding the bike so much that it's going bald. And then I started noticing, like, the little rubber on it is lifting up. So, I said, okay, I'm going to need a bike tire pretty soon. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have it for, but I know it's about that time. So then, this was like a few days ago. Now we're approaching Friday. Now Friday, Fantastic Four comes out. When I usually go see the Marvel movies, every Marvel movie that come out, I go see opening weekend. But I try to go see it that Thursday that comes out. So if it comes out, they come out on Friday. But in select theaters, you can catch them on Thursday. And I also do MCU reviews. So I advise you to go check out my reviews if you're into Marvel movies. I try to relate it into spirituality as well. But, okay, so, it crossed my mind, like, what if your tire busts on the way to the movies? And then I'm going to be late for the movie, and no one wants to be late for the movie. But it did cross my mind. But luckily, I made it to the movies intact, no bust tire. I got there ahead of time, and when I arrived, I parked the bike, locked it up, and the movie theater is next to a Dunham's, or yes, a Dunham's. So I went and I'm like, let me go look at the price of the bike tires. So I just thought they were just gonna have bike tires on the wall. Come to find out, they don't just sell bike tires like the whole rim. Like you have to get the rubber, the tire part. You have to get the inner tube. They have a repair kit. It's a whole lot, which I had no idea. Like, but we're looking at a good $60-70 for everything. And I'm just like, wow, I don't have that, so I'm gonna be walking for a while. Like, I don't mind walking, but it looks like I'm gonna be walking, okay? Or at least until this tire busts. So I go to the movie. If you want to know my thoughts on the movie, there is a video of my review of Fantastic Four First Steps. But I come out and my tire is busted. Not only did the tire bust, it is now deflated, the inner tube deflated, and then the tire part is off the rim. Okay? I didn't even know this was a thing. I don't know how it happened, but because it's like, I made it to the movie theaters, fine. But when I came out, it was all discombobulated, all taken out. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, and I could have called someone, but then I would have to figure out who has room for me and my bike when I'm a good like 5 miles away from my house. So I just said, skip it. You know what? I would just walk. So then it's like, okay, but do I want to walk with the bike? But then I would have to like come back for it, inconvenience someone. And I'm just like, I want to keep my bike, I don't want to have to worry about it being messed up anymore. So I'm just going to walk the bike back. And I'm walking the bike back, and I realize, like, I'm passing a whole bunch of pickup trucks are passing me by, and I'm just hoping deep down inside, like, one of these pickup trucks just stop and ask me, like, hey, we see you have a bike tire, a flat tire. Do you want us to give you a lift? Just my luck that would happen. But just my luck, it didn't happen. And I'm also passing yard sales. So it's like, I've found many of things that I've needed at yard sales. Or not yard sales, secondhand stores, consignment shops. This deck, my first Oracle deck, the Universe Has Your Back, I actually got from a Salvation Army, and I'll tell this story later, but that was actually a cool story because I walked straight to it as if I knew where it was at, following my intuition, and intuition told me to stop there. My mom's driving, I'm like, stop, and I found that deck. Ask it, it's given, and like, so the chances of me finding a tire at a yard sale are probably high. I don't know, I believe it is, but I didn't stop. I kept on going, and I end up going to karaoke on Friday, the next day. So I made it home, by the way. I walked all the way there and made it home, which I didn't doubt that I would, but no one picked me up. I walked all the way there. And I end up going to the karaoke the next day. So I'm at karaoke. I see someone who, I saw someone there. We're talking, and I asked her for a ride home. Coincidentally, she had a pickup truck. But she ended up taking me home after karaoke. We were there for a few hours, had a good time. I sung some songs. It was a blast. We had a hoot, okay? And after she drops me off, she asked me, may I ask you a question? I'm like, sure, what's up? And she said, do you mind if I take your bike and fix it? And I'm like, just like flabbergasted. Like, what? Like, first of all, of course I don't mind. Like, what? Like, that would mean the world to me. But I appreciate it so much. So much. Because I don't have the money to replace this bike. I don't have the money to replace the tire right now. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to ask for rides to get around. But my bike is my main mode of transportation, and that's one of the reasons why she said she fixed it, because she knew I relied on my bike. And the whole point of this story is, when you are appreciative for what you have, good things happen to you, okay? Because going back to me wishing I had a car, but you know what? I'm appreciative that I got this bike. So I'm going to rock with the bike. I might not have a car, I might not have a license, but I got this bike, okay? And even though my tire popped, I'm appreciative that it got me to the movie theaters. Now, we didn't get back, but it got me to the movie theaters. And I'm so appreciative that it didn't pop when I was on it. You know, I could have flew off. Something could have happened, you know? And then, even though I could have called someone to give me a ride, I could have called and someone got the ride, but I'm appreciative for these 2 legs. There's so many people that don't have legs or who can't walk. And I have my 2 legs and they're working fine. And I'm appreciative for that. So that's why I decided to walk. Even though I could have flagged someone down and asked them for a ride, I'm appreciative for the opportunity to walk. This gave me time to clear my head, listen to some music, think some thoughts, you know, get into meditation while I'm walking. And all of that happened, and someone ended up offering to, someone ended up offering to fix my bike anyway, after all of that. And I'm just so appreciative, and I like to give thanks to E, all the above. You can feel A through D, whatever you want. I'm so appreciative. So much I want to come and share with you guys. So, without further ado, to see what the universe has to say to you. What the universe wants you to reach for, we have infinite creativity. At any moment, I am able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful creation. Man, do I want to talk about these cards? Do I have time to? You know what? I'm just going to float through these and then give a little brief synopsis afterwards, okay? Because I've already talked so long. I don't want this to be a quick mini read, and it turned into a story. What the universe wants you to hold or shield is sanctuary. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from chaos of life. It could be small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip, or maybe a small trip to a big bubble bath, or a normal sized trip to a tiny bubble bath, or maybe a trip you trip and fell into someone's bath. Whatever it is waiting for you with open arms. Just pick up your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if it's a bath involved. And what the universe wants to shed light on: the lover and the beloved, or beloved. Oh, how you have been burned before, abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, suffering at the hands of an unworthy lover. Can the great divine love affair be tarred by the same brush? Will bitter expectations keep your heart locked away behind a mean-spirited gate? Something needs to change within you so that you can receive. It may simply be that you say yes. And lastly, what the universe wants you to stay strong on is a spider. No, not strong on a spider. It was crazy. I don't know where the spider came from. Dedication. Dedication preserves the fruits for your hard work. So make sure you dedicate all of your merits to the best cause and enlightenment of all sentient beings. So infinite creativity, sanctuary, lover and beloved, dedication. All right. So to me, this kind of ties in with the story. The dedication part for sure. When you dedicate your time and energy to those you love, whether it's a friend or person, because this friend, someone who I'm getting to know, she didn't have to fix my bike, and we talked. It wasn't like it was just a random person, but we recently just met. I've known her for a few months now, but we talk on occasion, and she didn't have to do that. And I know what I really want to talk about, well, these cards too, but magic versus miracles. You know, I said earlier today, have you ever heard of One man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, one man's magic is another man's miracle. The divine, all the above, uses us to perform miracles. And what may seem easy or mundane to you could be a miracle for someone else. This person didn't have to fix my bike, but she had the ability to. She had the funds to. She was able. She didn't have to do it. It was nothing for her, I assume. Like I'm pretty sure if she couldn't do it, she wouldn't have offered. And it was nothing for her to do it, you know? And that's why she did it, to give back. But it was a miracle for me. It was something to be so appreciative for. And that for sure is like what the message is coming out for me to share, is not only to be appreciative and, you know, don't concentrate on what you don't have. Concentrate on what you can do, what you do have. And when you do that, good things follow. Because, you know, when you talk to people, I don't expect anyone to do anything for me. I'm sharing with you just because, you know, you want to be a good person, you know. And I know that the things that I share can help or benefit the next person. And then sometimes when you do stuff out of kindness of your heart, it comes back to help you when you least expect it. You know, one man's magic is another man's miracles. That's why I write poetry. You know, like, I like to share my poetry because I never know if that kind gesture of sharing poetry can ripple effect into someone paying for fixing your bike, you know. And it just makes me so happy. So I just wanted to come here and share with you guys. I'm gonna call it quits here soon because I didn't want the video to be too long. But before I go, let's take a breath. All day long we breathe unconsciously for ourselves, and very seldomly do we breathe for other people. So I just want to take this opportunity to breathe for someone else, whether they are with you or not with you, whether they're your friends or enemy, whether they're thinking about you, whether they're not thinking about you, whether they're with you or they're not, you know. So on the count of 3, we're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3. Now exhale. I love you, I love me, I love us, I love we, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.